You've all seen the adverts, so this is a Swytch bike. If you haven't heard of Swytch, they're a company that make simple DIY e-bike conversion kits, and recently they've sent a bunch of us bike folk a kit to try out. So thank you, Swytch. The one I have here is the Eco Kit, a 250 watt motor built into the front wheel. It comes with a 5 amp hour battery, which should give an expected range of about 35 kilometers on medium power, and today I'm going to fit it and take it for a spin. If you're interested in what you see today, don't forget to check out the link in the description for more info, and also to see the sleek looking updated version of this kit. But anyway, on with the build. Swytch have tried to make this whole process simple as possible. It's a front wheel drive kit, so you don't have to mess around with changing cassettes and all that comes with the gearing at the back. Instead, all you have to do is select the wheel size, measure your dropouts, and they'll confirm fitment before sending you the pre-built wheel. Easy! This Eco kit is built around a 26-inch mountain bike wheel with a 100mm dropout and can run both rim and disc brakes. The wheel seems like a pretty solid build with a rating of up to 200 kilos thanks to the thicker spokes. That's a lot more than my basket can hold. The kit also comes with a battery. On the older Eco kit, it's a bit of a hefty unit, weighing in at around 2 kilos, but the handlebar bracket to fit it looks beefy enough to take that weight. Newer units are around half that weight though. Happy days. It's a clean looking battery. I do like the black fabric shell and the integrated controls on the top. With the controls on the battery, there's no need for an additional controller, and all the visuals end up being in a great spot. Just remember to give the battery a charge before you use it for the first time, and flick the internal switch just by the charging port to turn it on. As for the rest of the gear, you get rain covers, the handlebar mount with shims for older 22.2mm bars, a bunch of cable ties, the battery charger, and the pedal sensor. The pedal sensor is the important bit. It will detect when you're pedaling and when you've stopped. That way the motor knows when to shut off and you don't end up propelling yourself forward at the wrong time. It comes with a variety of adapters to fit on different crank and bottom bracket setups, and the clear instructions show you everything you need to know about that. Okay, so the fitting. It's so simple. To start, I disconnected the brake cable and dropped out my original front wheel. Then I whipped off the old tyre, spraying slime everywhere before fitting it to the new wheel and giving it a good pump. The new wheel comes fitted with rim tape already, so it's all good to go. Fitting it back to the bike is easy, but I should go over a few things. You need a 17mm spanner for the nuts. The motor's cable go on the non-drive side, and you need to pop off a cover to access the axle nuts. The axle also has some special torque washers which have a little nub to locate in the dropouts, so make sure they're in properly. And finally, I found it easiest to locate the axle properly with the bike on the ground, so it slid in the dropouts all the way. Oh, and it should be said to double check the brake alignment once your wheel is refitted. Onto the handlebars. My handlebars are the Bullmoose style, so mine are a bit of an exception to the rule with this mount. You see, you may have noticed this mount comes with a little strap, and that strap is meant to go underneath your stem to stop the mount from rotating forward. I can't do that though. My bars won't allow it, so I'll be running the mount without a strap. It's easy to fit though. I popped on the 2 rubber adapters before fitting the mount over the top. Easy. Just watch out for the nuts on the bottom, as they're not captive nuts, so they will drop out the mount if you take your eyes off them. Do the mount tight enough and then click on the battery. Okay, final step is the electronics, and again, this is simple. It comes in 2 parts, the magnet ring and the receiver. The magnet ring clicks around the axle or straps to the crank arm depending on what gear you have on your bike. The instructions about this are super clear, so when you get a kit, give them a read and see what you need. For me, I needed the smallest adapters inside the ring and didn't need the arm support. It's a case of clicking in the right adapters and fitting both halves around the axle before securing with a snap ring. Just make sure the magnets are orientated correctly. The magnets need a receiver, and that sits on the down tube. You can either cable tie it or stick it down with a supplied sticky pad. It needs to be located within a few millimeters of the ring and in line with the magnets. I got it roughly in place with the cable ties and then adjusted the angle before locking it down with the bolt. Again, something to note, if this receiver is in the wrong spot, it may lead to the motor acting a bit intermittent as it doesn't pick up the signal from the magnets. Now all we need to sort are the cables and plug everything in. There are plenty of cable ties to strap down the cables, and the plugs can only go in one way. Just make sure they are fully seated. Time to test out the motor and give it a ride.
It's a long, draggy hill. Yeah, this is absolutely flying this part. Now it gets steep. Oh yeah, pulling up it now. Haven't changed gear though.
Okay, ride, or week's riding, over, and I can honestly say I had fun. But let's run the figures. Each day I ran the battery down to 2 bars, somewhere between 20 and 40% battery. by covering between 15 and 20 miles on medium and full power on different terrain. Not too bad for the Spec. The estimated range is 20 miles on medium power, so yeah, not too bad. I could definitely feel the power climbing up the hills, which is awesome. Honestly, getting in the right gear and having the motor help you out is great. I still got to work out by pushing myself into the harder gears than I'd normally use, but if you want to sit back and cruise, it works even better. Speaking of power, it's front wheel drive, and I purposely took the bike along the canal to see if the wheel would slip out in the wet mud. It did, once or twice, but I am rolling on tyres designed for hardpack, so I'm still impressed. Now is there a downside? Of course. The kit adds around 4 kilograms to the bike, and you can feel that through the steering. It is manageable, but I don't think I'd want to load my rack up as well as having the extra weight from the motor and the battery on the front. I only rode with a light rack that week. Oh, and if you're going for top speeds, the motor cuts out at 50 miles per hour, and it definitely adds some drag and reduces your top speed. Well, on mine it did. But that's not what this kit is about. It's about enabling more people to get into cycling. Craig at Second Life Bike said it well. It's about getting more people on the bike. This kit allows you to really easily convert an old bike into an e-bike and take that bike on the commute or small trips. It's about accessibility, not racing, and I had to discover that over the week. Just sit back and enjoy the ride. Thank you Swytch for sending me this kit to me. It's not staying on this bike though. I have something special lined up for it, and if you want to see that video, you're going to have to subscribe. Thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. See you in the next one.